16-bit themes, laying it down. Somebody's gonna get their box opened. Somebody's gonna get their tape split. Somebody's gonna get their box opened. Somebody's gonna get their tape split. Yeah! Open up, give me stuff, open up, give me stuff. Yeah! Shadaloo up in this mug. Street Fighter 2 Hybrid.
Hey guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves. So look who's entering the Hall of Pain. We have got the complete Then, Now, and Forever Series 3 of Elites. And we also have our very first Then, Now, and Forever Basic in the form of... banana! I need those for potassium. In the form of X-Pac. And here we have X-Pac from his 98 run in his black, red, and silver attire. I thought this attire was kick-ass. I'm so sad we don't have this in Elite form, but a basic one. Hey, at least we got it, right? Right? I want an Elite. Seriously, Mattel, you could just re-release this as an Elite. I would still buy it again. It's got the same head sculpt as the Elite 33 at X-Pac. It would have been kind of cool to see something a little bit different, but what can you do? It is a pretty good head sculpt, you know, just the tongue sticking out's a little gnarly. I just would have preferred something a little bit more basic for this, you know, just something without the tongue sticking out expression would have been kind of cool. Just so we could have a normal looking X-Pac, or as normal looking as X-Pac could, you know, make himself. He's got his black hair, long black hair with the bandana, pretty cool. He's got the singlet top here, that cool X-Pac design. It's just really striking. It's just really cool and unique. I really do dig it. And he's got those weird looking knee pads that he has, and his kick padded boots, which look kind of weird how they stick out of his tights, but whatever. Or how they're tucked into his tights. They just, I don't know, they just look kind of weird. But the design on them is really cool. I love this, like, you know, almost like, you know, Crossbones style X-Pac symbol he had going on with this attire. Really neat. God, really wish we had this in Elite. Another main reason why I wanted this one was because he comes with a completely decoless European Championship. So the whole reason why I bought this was because, you know, if I ever wanted to make a custom belt, having a blank slated belt like this, it's pretty cool to have. I mean, you can just scratch off or use like acetone to take the decos off of the current belts, but I think it's kind of cool to have a blank canvas on here. Who knows, maybe I'll just stare at it for a couple of hours and come up with a custom belt design. Ladies and gentlemen, your new WWF European Champion, the Big Bad Booty Banana! Alright, I guess now we should get into the Then, Now, and Forever Elites. First one I really want to talk about, or the first pair I really want to talk about, is the recently broken up team of American Alpha. That being Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Seriously, we just got Elites of these guys and now they're no longer a tag team. Dude, come on, WWE. I know these guys are former NXT tag champions, they're former SmackDown Live tag champions, but come on. Really? Kurt Angle's illegitimate son? Really? So these guys are considered a part of the Then, Now, and Forever Elites, and obviously they just decided not to include Chad Gable's headband. Awesome. And I don't know, I think they look pretty cool in the packaging. It's got a brief description of who they are, why they formed their team. Pretty cool. And these guys are the first figures to come with the NXT Tag Team Championships. Honestly, these were my favorite belts in WWE for a little while. I absolutely love the designs on them. They're just really striking. So let's get American Alpha out of the packaging. Take a look at those gorgeous belts. Alright, so here we have Jordan and Gable out of the packaging. And I think I like these two figures way more than I was giving them credit for. Starting off with Jason Jordan, the now illegitimate son of Kurt Angle, now made legitimate, I guess. You know, I guess Kurt Angle actually did go a little too far with Charmel back in 2005, and now we have this. I saw these guys live last year at an NXT house show, was really impressed by them. They were still the tag champs at the time, so that was pretty cool. And it's pretty cool to have figures with their tag titles. Their attires, I kind of wish they could have done the one where it's got like the shattered, like stained glass. I just thought the color scheme on that was really cool. But for this one, we kind of get like almost a SmackDown Live version of them where their main color schemes are black, silver, and blue. And it just reminds me a lot of the SmackDown Live colors, and I like how they're the complete opposite. So, you know, Jordan has this on his right side and his left knee pad, whereas Gable has his right knee pad and the left side of his singlet has the deco. It would have been kind of cool if somewhere on here they could have had their American Alpha symbol with the star. I thought that was a really kick-ass logo. Jordan's face sculpt, I think this looks way better than any of the basics they've ever done. I think the skin tone they got right on this one. I remember his first basic, a lot of people complained about that, myself included, even though I never owned that basic. But the hair looks good. It's got like some fading going on in there. If you sand it down and made it look a little bit more bald, that's how he looks now. He's got white wrist tape. He's got his different knee pads there, and he's got his little wrestling shoes on here. These look pretty freaking cool. I really like the way these look. The design of them, you can just see a lot of detailing in there, and the black trim on the bottom. Totally awesome. Really loving this Jason Jordan figure. Up next is his former tag partner, Chad Gable. Now one half of World's Greatest Super Alpha Best Friends tag team of the world with Shelton Benjamin, which that was a pretty cool surprise. They went with the same head sculpt he's had for his last 3 figures, his Elite and his 2 basics in the battle packs. I just don't like it. The hair doesn't look good. The face sculpt, I could tell that is supposed to be Chad Gable. It's that facial hair. Why does he have that? It just, no. Everyone on the internet said this looked like Dalton Castle, and they were correct. They did get the coloring a lot better than on his basics, but yeah, no. I really want to attempt this, and someone else probably already beat me to it, and someone else might go ahead and attempt this. But I have like a bunch of these X-Pac heads from various figures that I purchased, including this basic. I'm thinking about popping the hair and the headband off of this X-Pac figure and removing the hair from the Chad Gable figure and putting this onto his head. I actually think the length and the way the X-Pac hair looks, I think that's pretty close to how Chad Gable looks. Plus he's got the headband. And Gable has black socks with his white wrestling boots, and it has a blue trim on it, or it has blue laces and highlights on it and black trim on the bottom. Looks really awesome. So here we have the NXT Tag Team Championships, and ooh boy, I love them. The straps on them I think are a little thin, but that's okay. They do work perfectly fine. The center plate, that is awesome. I love the way that looks. Just the black and the gold together is so striking. Don't get me wrong, I love the way the new NXT Tag Team Championship belts look. Like, those are my favorite. Those might actually be my favorite belts in WWE right now. I love them. But I always really, really love this first design. I love how, again, the contrast in the coloring on the left and right plates, how the black is more dominant on this side and the gold is more dominant on this side. Just totally awesome. What a unique design. Now we have all of the NXT belts in figure form. How awesome is that? It's just a shame that they're all currently outdated. Probably going to have to wait a year plus until we get the updated belts, but for now, these are pretty cool. Side note, one thing I would have loved to have seen Mattel try to make was Chad Gable's Ready, Willing, and Gable like towel that he used to come out with, and he used to like throw it up into the crowd and stuff like that, you know? It was just like a cool way to get people psyched up for them, and it was a good way to, you know, kind of get people to catch on to their catchphrase, you know, Ready, Willing, and Gable, which again, on SmackDown Live, they really didn't capitalize on that whole thing, so... Oh yeah, you know what? You know what happens when you give us an inferior Chad Gable figure, Mattel? When you've used this head sculpt about 3 times, not giving us a new one with the headband, more accurate hair? You know what happens when you don't give us Chad Gable with his Ready, Willing, and Gable towel?
You just made the list! I am the list!
Man, as much as I love SmackDown Live compared to Raw, when they screw up pretty damn hard. And it just sucks because we expect better from them. Ugh. Next up, we have the Kingslayer himself, Seth Rollins. Freaking awesome looking figure. This is one of my favorite Seth Rollins attires. Comes with the WWE Championship. It's got a cool little picture of him on the back. Not really much else to go off of. You know, this is from his redesign, rebuild, reclaim era as his Elite 52 with the Tron attire. So let's burn down the packaging and so we can take a look at Seth Rollins. Forget it. You know, these little things, they're a good idea to like, you know, deter repackers and theft, but gotta say, it's kind of pissing me off. Throwing this out there, I think this is the best Seth Rollins figure Mattel has made so far. I really, really like it. Looking at this thing, oh man, I'm getting goosebumps. I just think it's so freaking well done. I know some people have talked about not liking this Seth Rollins face sculpt, but dudes, I think they nailed this one. I really do dig it. I think the beard looks good. It's not the best like molded on thing, and a lot of it is painted on there, but Seth Rollins has such like a short haired beard that I think this just looks good. I think the eyebrows look really great. It's got that great screaming expression that can also double as you know, his cackling laugh that he does. I freaking love that. I think the hair looks great. Seth Rollins, back in black. Comes with the WWE Championship belt. Nothing new to it. We've seen this one 100 times. Paint the side plates. The vest. The Seth Rollins symbol with the line work going everywhere and the lines on the back. Yeah, that just looks really freaking cool. I'm really digging it. And after removing the vest, Seth Rollins, he's got his chest hair, his belly button hair, and he has his Bushido code tattoo on the back. Pretty freaking slick, if I do say so myself. And he has his CrossFit armbands go around his wrists. I just think that's really cool. You got the Seth Rollins symbol right there. That looks great. And then on this one, it says redesign, rebuild, reclaim. And because of the way those like CrossFit bands are, it has those like gray straps going over the deco. I just think that's a cool little detail to note on these things. So yeah, Mattel, great job on this Seth Rollins figure. My God, you guys deserve a lot of credit for this one. He's got his belt buckle right there. That I do wish was molded, but you know, it just seems like we're not going to get that. The design on the side, love it. SR with the black line work. Just looks really cool. He's got the open knee pads with the gray front and his kick pads here looking really good. And Seth Rollins switched to this style of kick pad when he returned. Before, he had like that huge bulky design that I'm so sad we never got that in figure form just because they looked really cool. But yep, now it's accurate and these look great. And lastly, we have the forever of the then, now, and forever elites. The First Lady of Wrestling, Miss Elizabeth. And she comes with a dress. So pretty much, if you guys missed out on the Elite 19 Miss Elizabeth, this is a great substitute, if not better. I actually really like this dress way more than the Elite 19. And we're going to talk about something that I mentioned many a times when it comes to the women's superstars. So let's just jump right into that after we get a look at the packaging. Hey, look, there's Liz, as disinterested as always. And so here we have Miss Elizabeth out of the packaging, doing her little queen wave. Or at least I try to get it looking like that. And I really do like this figure. There's not much of a difference other than a like color swap and different dress than what was on her Elite 19. The hair, obviously big and poofy, how it's supposed to be in the 80s. I don't think it looks exactly like Miss Elizabeth's hair, but I think that'd be really hard to capture in like action figure form. The face, it's okay. It's weird. I could probably see it in the molding, but I think it's just the paint job. For some reason, it doesn't look like Liz to me. She's got her lipstick. That looks okay. She's got this interesting looking necklace on. She has got, from what I can tell, that's black. It's her black, like sleeved gloves. I'm not too certain, or like formal wear gloves, I guess. And she has a green sequence dress, and this looks gorgeous. I think this is a cool accessory. Great job, Mattel. Liz was the right choice to get the fabric accessory. And she has silver high heel shoes. Now, I have a question, Mattel. Miss Elizabeth is a manager. She does not wrestle. She does not require the posability of a wrestler. So why is it that she is the only female WWE superstar that you guys make with double jointed knees? When you first showed off the Paige prototype, she had double jointed knees. You took those away. Why do none of the women's superstars have these? They help with posability so much. She can get like just deeper extensions with the knees. It just looks way better. And again, I understand. If it was a basic, you wouldn't have to include that. But come on, it's an elite. It is cool that Elizabeth has them, though. I just really wish the other figures had them, too. Such a shame. So, yep, the dress can come off. You just take that off, and she has a black undergarment, and it's kind of like, you know, shorts. And it is a really, really cool figure. I am glad to see another Miss Elizabeth in the line, seeing as how the Elite 19 one is probably really hard to find. I love the added articulation with the double joints in the knees, and I love the color scheme on this Miss Elizabeth. She looks great. The face, not so much. I mean, it is a beautiful face. I just don't really see Liz in it. So, that's just my opinion, but it's a good Miss Elizabeth figure.
You just made the list!
Oh Lord, nobody tell Macho Man about this. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this edition of the Hall of Pain, the Then, Now, and Forever Elites, and Basic X-Pac. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. I'm Chase from Burnout Inc., that guy with the gloves. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all that crap if you want to. Don't forget, X-Pac, you have a rematch with the big, bad, booty banana for that European Championship. Alright, I'll see you next time. And here we have everyone. 3, 2, 1. You never know. Ladies and gentlemen, your new European champion, the banana. Ladies and gentlemen, your new WWF European champion, the big bad banana. Upon further inspection, I always thought that was like 3, 2, 1. I always thought that was like a damn it. Why am I talking like that?